Hello, hello, gamers. It's me, the Blue Raspberry Gamer, and we're back again. And I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking. But Mr. Blue Raspberry Gamer, we just did a puppet deck profile. Well, BT22 just came out, or is coming out today as of releasing this. And this is our second deck profile. We're just firing them out, dude. Couple pre-releases, got the shit, got sexy familiar token. I guess sexy is probably not the right word. He's just a little guy. Got a familiar token, so you know what that fucking means. Time for more puppets. They did get like quite a bit of support. I will say, it's probably my favorite line of Liberator Digimon. Been there since Fabled Waltz, the structure deck. Been like, wow, Cinderella, but with guns and shit. Say less. So we're here. Get the token out of the way because we gotta get into this shit. You know, we got a deck profile. Gotta get into it. For the egg, we are playing 4 new Kyaromon. BT22. Kyaromon, just when any of your tokens or puppets other are deleted, draw one. So I'm trying this one out. I really like the other egg. When you swing and you have another body, draw one. But I think this might be more just like thinking about it and seeing other people kind of play this and switch over to this. I think this might be more manageable because you're doing it on your turn, you know? I mean, you are swinging on your turn as well, but a lot of times you're overclocking at the end of turn, and then you draw one. But this, you can do it on the way up, is kind of the thing. You'll delete one of your other guys to usually digivolve up, so you're getting that draw, which is nice. I don't know, I can see either egg, but I definitely want to try the new egg out, because I like trying new cards out. I think it's one of my biggest faults as a deck builder, is I'm always going to go, let me try new cards, But that is our egg. For our level 3s, we have... Oh my god, I've fucked up the order. We've got 4 Searcher Shumon from the structure deck. Look at these 2 new lovely arts. Love the little celebration art. Just reveal top 3, grab 2 cards, and then inherit all turn. Your opponent's security gets minus 3k. Still the best searcher. Every Liberator deck has exactly this card, and it's always like the best card in the deck. It's just a crazy searcher. Reveal 3, grab 2, anything. So, really nice. Then we have another Shumon. You'll see we actually played more Shumon in this list than the other for reasons. So we have EX7 Shumon, just reduces Digivolution cost, and then it's the same inheritable to, minus DP on security. So you gotta have them Shumons. And then, new to my list, we have Promo Shumon. On play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets sec minus 1, and then inherit when attacking, give something minus 2k. Not bad, but you just... So the new Shumon is not that good? Question mark? I mean, it's fine if you don't have the promo, but I do have the promo, so I'm gonna play it. And you just do need more Shumon names for this. And then finally, keeping a lot of rookies. Jesus Christ. Hanimon. We have 3 Hanimon. I really love this guy. I think he's adorable. Great looking Digimon, Shumon, you're also great. Hanimon, amazing. Good effect of just getting shit back from trash, which is very helpful. And also trashing stuff, which is helpful in this deck. So he can do both. His inheritable is pretty good of ending an attack by popping something. So I don't know. I think he's a pretty good rookie. I really don't want to cut him, you know? I can see just going all out on Shumon and playing more and more Shumon because you have so many, you see. You can play so many Shumon. Ooh, there's so many shoes. But I'm playing Hanimon. And that is our big-ass count of rookies. On to our champions, which haven't seen any change. We have 4 Kokeshimon. Kokeshimon's still fucking busted. And although you do need more Shushumons, I don't really think that's too big of an issue. You get through your deck pretty quickly with puppets, so I don't, it's fine. But Kokeshimon's busted because it gets rid of every floodgate and you trash cards by when Digivolving on deletion, trash a card to give something minus 4k. And then he has the same inheritable as Hanimon to pop one of your guys to end an attack. Busted. We play 3 of the EX7 Shumon Shumon, who lets you play Orissas, which is nice, and then gives all opponent security Digimon minus 3k. And then we play 4 of the goaded Shumon, Shushu promo, and that's promo 165, because there are different promos, actually. And this is the good one, and it's plays out of security, and then on play when Digivolving, play a token. Ooh, there he is. And then, token shenanigans. And it has inheritable barrier, and I do have the winner one, because I am a winner. Let me just say that. I'm a winner. And you guys could be too if you play this list. But, so, we have like a bajillion, we have like 10 Shumons, and then we have 7 Shushu, which, I would like to play more Shu, but I don't want to cut. Kakeshimon's so fucking good. So I can't. I can't yet. This could see tweaks, but it will see tweaks with if that's how I like to build. Incrementally deck build, update shit. But that's our level 4s. Under level 5s, the best card in the deck, Karakurumon. You're going to play 4 of it until it gets eventually limited to 1, because I think this is the card they will hit eventually. If this deck blows up, which it might not, because thankfully the meta right now is very open, and some early tournaments are showing crazy shit. Just like, yeah, dude, you play whatever you want. There's so many decks you can play. But Karakurumon, on play when Digivolving, pop one of your other guys, Digivolve up for free. Crazy shit. And then has the classic Puppet level 5 inheritable of delete one of your other guys to protect from any sort of leaving the battle area. Our next guy is a new card. It's been a while. We had the egg, and then but we have Chaperomon. New Chaperomon, I'm playing 2 of them, and it's got a fun ability. So first off, it has overclock, so you can just overclock into turn, which is nice. You want that on all your Chaperomons. And then it has the main effect. So if if it's in your hand, if you have an Orisa in play, by placing one Shumon and one Shumon at the bottom of its stack, like the Orisa, this Digivolves on top of Orisa for 3, ignoring requirement. That's pretty strong. And then it has the classic Puppet inherit of when it would leave battle, delete one of your other guys instead, which is nice. And then I'm just playing 2 of the older EX7 Chaperomon for the when Digivolving play level 3, and then overclock, and then of course the classic inherit. Pop a guy, keep it running. This card is really fun. I just don't think you should overly rely on it. I think Karakurumon is still the best level 5 in the deck, and you still just kind of want to go into your level 6s. You can do some shit with this, and there's all the other shenanigans with newer cards, but I think this is cool. This is a cool comeback mechanic. I don't think it should be what you're always trying to do, because it does get rid of a tamer. Would you really want your tamers out? But I don't know. It's good when you can do it, but you don't need to rely on it, I think. So that's why I'm running it at 2. I could be wrong. It could be like, no, this is the most broken play. Played at 4. Bam. Now on to our level 6s. 3 Kaguyamon, 1 Sendril. 1 Sendril Alt-Art. You cannot play it if you don't have the Alt-Art. I don't know. I've thought about 4 Kaguya, because I think you can just do Kaguya now. But Sendril is so good, I think, and this is my thoughts, into the mirror. So I really want to have one. And that might be counterintuitive, even with like the new guy. The new guy, who's the whole reason this deck is getting a deck profile, because this card's busted. But Kaguyamon's really good still. If you don't know what it does, it gives every puppet Alliance blocker, and anytime something is deleted, except for Kaguyamon, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level. So if their lowest level dies, then you pop their next lowest level, etc., etc., and then end of every turn, you play level 4 or lower from your trash. Crazy shit. Sendril, overclock, great. Start a main phase every turn, play a token, and then on deletion, the token gives minus 3k, then when attacking, you give minus 6k, not once per turn. And it has overclock, so you can do minus 12k pretty easily. That's kind of what I think the deck excels in, how it will beat itself, is you do just swing minus 6k, overclock minus 6k to kill the opponent's Kaguyamon. But That might not be enough with the new card, because while these may be our level 5s or level 6s, we now have a level 7 Puss in Bootsmon. Is that him? Is that Puss in Boots? Where's Donkey and Shrek? Oh my! Oh, I've got layers. But Naya Bootmon, Nia, right? Isn't that how we say it, gamers? But he's sick with it. He's a new level 7 who can Digivolve onto the Chaperonemon for a cost of 6. So that's kind of like you go into Chaperonemon, and then you go into Niabutmon, and then you do all his shit. So he has Overclock, great. When Digivolving, you may play a level 4 or lower puppet trait from your hand. Then, one of your opponents gets minus 3k for each of your Digimon. So he just gives minus 6k, saying you have nothing on field. He gives minus 6k because he'll count himself and the new guy. Minus 9k, if you. Always, he just keeps going up. And then, when any of your Digimon are deleted, activate one of this guy's when Digivolving effects. So then you play another and minus 6k again. So you play somebody, minus 6k, end of turn overclock, delete that guy. It might have an on deletion, might do some shit. Play another body. Maybe you have some Orissas that play stuff when you get deleted. Play more bodies, minus more DP, swinging. I think this card's like Blitz Omni for puppets, but also a super strong boss monster that you want to be in. I would love to play this at 3, but I've been discouraged from this by everybody I've talked to. I said play this at 3, play it at 4, and everybody said no, no, no. So that might be a different deck list, but he's so strong. Puss in Boots is here. He's making his last wish. He's Shrekking the third and the second. That's all my Shrek references. But he's here. This card's fucking amazing. Get them while you can. I really want the alt arts. Give them to me if you have them. Please. He's so good. Ondor Tamers. We're playing 5 Orissas, so 2 of the starter deck and 3 EX7. Let's get that alt art out there, baby. Show off the alts. Starter deck is just your memory setter who, when an effect plays one of your tokens or Puppet Digimon, tap it to gain rush. And then Orisa, start a main if your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1. And then when any of your tokens are deleted, which you're doing a lot of, tap it to play a token, or to play a level 3. That's why you also play heavier level 3s in this deck. You want a lot of Orisas, but I don't feel like you want to overload it, because you get through your deck quite a bit. You're drawing a lot, you're cycling, you're digivolving, you're searching. I don't think you necessarily need to go crazy. And then we have 2 of Orisa's older sister, Mirai. Cut this down because, we got to fit in other shit, and we need more Orisas, just for the name itself. But she is just a searcher, add anything in your deck, pretty much. And then your turn, when any of your Digimon digivolve into a puppet, by tapping this, or by turning this tamer to the bottom of the deck, you can play an Orisa, which is good, or play something for reduced cost of 3. So, right, you're keeping Orisas on the field, using this kind of as like a delay option without delay. It's still really good, but I think you need more Orisas now, so prove me wrong, but that's okay. And finally, onto our options. So we're playing 2 of the new unique emblem. Ooh, what does this card do? Well, thank you for asking. So main, you play it, then you can play a Shumon or Orisa from your hand, or trash, which is really nice, from the trash especially, without paying the cost. Then it becomes a delay option. Its delay is when any of your Orisa suspend, one of your puppet trait Digimon may digivolve into a puppet and Liberator trait Digimon card in the hand with a Digivolution cost reduced by 3. So that's really nice. It's very, I guess, situational. It's really easy to tap both of the Orisas, so you don't really have a problem getting this off. But again, it's like a 3-cost option that doesn't. If you have the Searcher Shumon, this is really good. So an ideal turn 1 would be like cost reduction Shumon in the back, play this, play Searcher Shumon, and then you just have shit, right? Then you're just like cooking. But, I don't know. I'm not super sold on this. I think when it pops off, it'll be really good, and you'll maybe just win. Going up into something for reduced cost of 3 is really nice. But I don't know. I think it's really good to get into Niabutman because you can get into him for 1 on top of your level 6s, or you can get into him for 3 on top of Chaparral, which is really nice. But, I don't know. I think it's good. I think it's still worth playing. I think I could probably cook up a different version of this deck that plays for this, or like we're always just doing this, and then you'd play like promo Arisa, which taps I think easier, but that's up for discussion. I think this build can play 2 of them. Then we just round off at 1 yellow memory boost and 2 trainings. Just, I like trainings over memory boost in this deck because you do want to get your tamers sometimes. So, you don't really want to overload on mem boost. But that's new puppets, new BT22 puppets. I'm going to have to come up with a whole nother fucking thumbnail for this. That's not the master of I don't know. It'll probably be something Puss in Boots. But this is a fun deck. This guy's crazy. Get ready to see this at tournaments and locals and all sorts of shit and get really annoyed, right? You're going to be like, I fucking hate playing against this. So you want to be the one playing it. Puppets finally have good shit. And it feels great to be a Puppets fan. I bet it feels awful to be playing against this at locals. Just a swarm of minus CP. Get out your Machine Dramons. Or, I mean, I hear DNA Omni's good. There might be a deck profile for that when I get the cards. But, yeah, thank you for watching. I've been the Blue Raspberry Gamer. This has been BT22 Puppets. More puppet shit. Oh, baby. Stay in touch, and I will see you all next time with, who fucking knows? Who knows what's next? But, see you then. Bye.